1. The unmistakable smell of aging. Have you ever noticed a certain scent in the air when you visit an older relative or step into a senior living facility? It's not just your imagination, it's an actual change in the body. This smell is often referred to as nanal, and it's something that men experience more as they age. So, what exactly is nanal? This compound is produced when the fatty acids in your skin start to break down, which happens naturally with age. It's a process that's accelerated by environmental factors like sunlight, pollution, and even the body's own metabolic byproducts. As a result, the scent that develops is often described as being faintly grassy, waxy, or even a little bit like old books or weathered wood. It's one of those smells you don't really notice at first, but once you catch it, it's hard to miss. What makes nanal so tricky is that it doesn't go away easily. Unlike typical body odor that can be scrubbed off with a shower, nanal tends to stick around. It binds to fabrics and lingers on the skin, and even after a good wash, you might still smell it. That's because the skin doesn't regenerate as quickly as it did when you were younger. With aging skin, the natural process of shedding dead cells slows down, making it easier for nanal to accumulate. It's almost like your skin is holding on to the past, in a very literal sense. Take Richard, for example. He's a 74-year-old retired engineer who prides himself on keeping everything clean and in order. A few years ago, he started noticing a strange scent on his freshly laundered shirts. At first, he thought it was just an old bottle of cologne gone off, or maybe his laundry detergent had changed. But no matter what he tried, that scent wouldn't go away. It wasn't like anything he'd ever experienced before. The smell just clung to his clothes, like it had become part of him. One day, his granddaughter, during a hug, said, "Grandpa, you smell like books and wood." That was the moment he realized it wasn't his environment causing the smell. It was his skin. The breakdown of fatty acids in his skin had created this unmistakable scent of aging. It wasn't a flaw. It was just the way his body was changing over time. Richard wasn't alone. It's a common experience for many men as they get older. For some, nanal can be an uncomfortable reminder of growing older, but it's a completely natural part of the aging process. There's no need to panic. It doesn't mean something is wrong. It's just your body telling a new story. The trick is managing it so it doesn't feel so invasive. If nanal bothers you, there are a few ways to manage it. Specialized soaps designed to break down excess oils and oxidative residues can help. And don't forget your diet. Foods rich in antioxidants, like citrus fruits, leafy greens, and green tea, can slow the process of nanal production, helping you manage the buildup. For clothes, a little extra care when washing them can go a long way. Adding baking soda to the laundry or using vinegar as a rinse is an easy trick to neutralize the smell and get your clothes feeling fresh again. It's not about erasing the scent entirely, it's about understanding that it's a natural part of aging. Embrace it as just another part of your body's journey through time. Plus, it's a great conversation starter, right? 2. A bigger belly that won't budge. A bigger belly is one of the most obvious signs of aging, and it's something that many men struggle with as the years go by. You might notice that your waistline is expanding, even though your eating habits haven't changed. It can feel frustrating because you're still doing the same things you've always done, but your body just isn't responding the way it used to. You're thinking, "I'm doing everything right. Why is my belly getting bigger?" So what's behind this stubborn belly fat? Well, it's not your fault, at least not entirely. As you age, your metabolism slows down. Muscle mass, which helps burn calories, naturally decreases over time. This means your body becomes less efficient at burning fat. What used to work to keep you trim just doesn't cut it anymore. And that's when the belly fat starts to sneak in, especially around the abdomen. But here's the thing. It's not just your metabolism. Testosterone levels, which play a huge role in fat distribution, also decrease as you get older. That makes it even harder to maintain the body you had in your younger years. It's like your body just isn't listening to your efforts like it used to. And when you can't fight back against the biology of it all, it's easy to feel like the battle's lost. Take Frank, for example. He's 76 years old and has always been proud of staying lean. He wasn't a gym fanatic, but he stayed active and ate relatively well. Yet, out of nowhere, he noticed a belly forming that just didn't match the rest of his body. He'd still go for walks and eat healthy meals, but his pants were getting tighter, and simple tasks like walking uphill or tying his shoes were leaving him winded. It was like his body had betrayed him. But here's the kicker. This isn't just a cosmetic problem. Excess belly fat, especially fat around your internal organs, is more serious than you might think. This type of fat, called visceral fat, can increase your risk for heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and even cognitive decline. It's not just about how you look in the mirror, it's about your health and longevity. You don't want to wait until it's too late to make a change. So, what can you do about it? The good news is, it's not about quick fixes or fad diets. There's no magic pill that's going to make it disappear overnight. What really works is resistance training, lifting weights or doing bodyweight exercises like push-ups and squats to rebuild that muscle mass and rev up your metabolism. It doesn't have to be intense or time-consuming, just consistent. Eating more protein, like lean meats, eggs, or legumes, helps preserve muscle mass, keeps you full, and can make it easier to avoid overeating. And here's a big one: cutting back on processed carbs and sugary treats. They spike insulin levels, and when insulin is high, your body stores fat. By stabilizing insulin, you stop the body from storing fat in the belly and help prevent that dreaded midsection. But here's something to keep in mind. It's okay to take small steps. You don't have to jump into extreme workouts or drastic diets. Even adding a bit more movement each day or tweaking your meals can have a huge impact. You'll feel better, and the scale won't be the only thing that shows progress. Your energy, mood, and overall health will improve too. 3. The mystery of growing ears. Okay, here's a quirky sign of aging. Your ears don't stop growing. That's right. While other parts of your body shrink or lose elasticity, your ears keep expanding slowly over time. This change isn't dramatic, but it's noticeable enough that when you look back at old photos, you might wonder why your ears look so much smaller when you were younger. It's almost like your ears are saying, "Hey, I'm just getting started." The reason for this is cartilage. Cartilage doesn't stop growing with age. It continues to expand, although it does so very slowly. Add to that the effect of gravity, which pulls on your ears as you get older, and you've got the perfect recipe for ears that appear longer and droopier as time passes. And as the skin around the ears loses elasticity, it adds to the visual change, making your ears seem even bigger. It's like your ears have been doing some extra stretching while the rest of you takes a break. Take George, a 78-year-old retired teacher. He recently came across an old black and white photo from his wedding day 50 years ago. When he looked at the photo, he didn't recognize the younger version of himself, not because of the hair or the smile, but because of his ears. Back then, they were neatly proportionate, but now they were noticeably larger and droopier. It's funny how the little details, like ears, are the things that sometimes make the biggest difference. For some, this might seem like a quirky badge of aging, but for others, it can make them feel self-conscious, especially when they catch a glimpse of themselves in the mirror. It's one of those things that might seem strange at first, but after a while, you get used to it. It's just another reminder that your body is going through a lot of changes. Some subtle, some not so much. Unfortunately, there's not much you can do to stop the cartilage from growing. But here's the thing. You can help slow the sagging by staying hydrated, protecting your skin from the sun, and eating foods rich in collagen-boosting nutrients like vitamin C and omega-3s. These foods will help keep your skin firm and elastic, which can slow down the drooping effect. Also, consider a little fun with it. After all, bigger ears just mean you've been around long enough to earn them. And who knows, maybe you'll even start rocking a new, larger-than-life look. At the end of the day, remember this. Bigger ears don't mean you're losing your youth. They just mean you've gained a few more years of wisdom. Plus, as the saying goes, they're just ears, not the whole picture. Embrace it, and hey, at least your hearing is still going strong, right? 4. The disappearing calves. Now this is a change that can really sneak up on you, the disappearing calves. Over time, you might start to notice that the once strong, defined muscles in your calves have diminished. What used to be firm, shapely calves may now appear softer and smaller, and you might find that activities that once felt easy, like climbing stairs or standing for long periods, become more difficult. This isn't just about aging muscles shrinking, it's about muscle atrophy, a process where the body breaks down muscle tissue faster than it can regenerate. Several factors contribute to this, including a decrease in testosterone and growth hormones, which are vital for maintaining muscle. Plus, if you've been less active or haven't been challenging your body with the same intensity you once did, your calves and other muscles start to weaken. For example, Robert, a 75-year-old retiree, used to have great calves from years of walking and standing on his feet for work. But by the time he reached his late 60s, he noticed that his calves were no longer as strong or defined. He started feeling more winded when walking upstairs and found that standing for long periods left him with sore legs. At first, he thought it was just part of getting older, but it turned out to be muscle atrophy. The good news is that you can slow this process down. Targeted exercises like calf raises, brisk walking on an incline, or resistance band workouts can help rebuild muscle. Adding protein-rich foods to your diet can also support muscle repair and growth. Staying hydrated and getting enough rest are key as well. Aging doesn't have to mean fading away or accepting a slower, weaker version of yourself. These 4 signs, the unmistakable smell of aging, the expanding belly, growing ears, and shrinking calves, are all part of the natural aging process. But they don't have to define you. By staying aware of these changes and taking steps to manage them, you can maintain your health, vitality, and confidence as you age. Whether it's through exercise, diet, or skincare, small adjustments can make a big difference in how you feel and how others perceive you. So, if you've noticed any of these signs in yourself, don't brush them off. Take action to reclaim your health and vitality. Aging doesn't have to be a downhill slide. With the right mindset and effort, you can continue to thrive at any age. If you found these insights helpful, let us know in the comments. Which sign of aging have you noticed in yourself or someone you know? What steps are you taking to stay ahead of the curve? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep up with more tips on aging gracefully and maintaining your vitality. Stay strong and stay informed. Your best years are ahead.